just to the left.
Is that what it said?
Yes.
Oh, haunting? Hunting?
Oh, hunt.
Of course, the British guy would add a U in it. You know.
Got it back to base. Now Cloud9 have to stop it right here, right now. Eco is going to win a huge 1v1. Gets the explode over on that flag. Make sure it's not grabbed right away, but they are damaged by those grenades. Squall Eye, the last one alive. What is this? What's going on?
It's shenanigans! It's shenanigans! I'm calling it! This is ridiculous! But now the attempted flagpole is going to come from Cloud9. G1 were in a position that they were going to win this game 2-1, but they let their foot off the pedal in a crucial moment of the game. Now it's going to be G1 on the push. Boo Boo Doo is going to be centered around the flag. Dev's going to be taken out of there. Boo Boo very weak, cannot be a part of the conversation. No one is going to be there potentially to make this flag stop happen. And the
Hit him right there.
It's Cloud9.
So like all of the movement has to be cohesive, and for that to be cohesive you have to establish rules and style.
Yeah, and I guess expanding on that, there's a ton of animators working on these games to make them real. And so every animator needs to kind of, their uniqueness has to be a little bit pulled into the halo-ness of it all. And what's great is all characters are different and move different. There's uniqueness in everybody. So that really works. The flavor every animator brings adds to the soup that is a Halo animation.
And there's some of them.
One takeaway: animation is soup. No, that's wrong. But basically, you know, like Will says, corralling sort of the structure in a way that is additive and supportive without clamping down on everyone's individual creativity is sort of the goal. That's why we have a framework for people to be creative with it. Lastly, I'll just touch on this before we get off this slide. We've been on this slide too long. Is the idea of weighted principles. And if you know the 12 principles of animation, like Will's going to mention right now. Bill.
Anticipation.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's probably the best. The idea with exaggerated realism is to lean on a couple of those specifically. One is appeal, and one is exaggeration. Go figure. And the idea there is, and we also use the term when we combine those two about the idea of statue poses. And so when things are going well, as an animator, and you show an animation off or it's playing in the game, if you freeze that in time, you'd be like, I want this as a statue on my desk or on my shelf. If we're able to do that as often as possible, as many frames as possible, we're doing our job well, right? We want all of these moments to kind of live iconically in your mind when you think back and be like, oh man, I want that. I want that moment. So that, I think, again, when we're being successful, that is the combination of appeal and exaggeration.
Well said, everyone.
That's high yield. I've been pressing the grenade button this whole time. Nothing fast. Now I have no
So like everyone's been killing objectives.
Sure.
So
Couch.
So to be honest with you, I don't like hunting. I don't know how hunting is. But these are like missions and stuff from what everyone else is saying.
Yeah, let's be. You don't need to overthink it. We're good.
Alright, so I'll fast travel you over here.
You.
How's your day going so far?
How long you doing?
Dude, it's been a day.
Long year.
Yesterday. So we've been at it like pretty non-stop.
Are you from here?
Yeah, I'm from Seattle.
Are you also in the one at Westfield Mall? You do that one side of the place?
No, that's Marquisha.
Okay.
But she's covering the touchpoint for now. We're looking for a manager kind of help take over. And then that's where she goes there. So we have that touchpoint, we have all the way, we have Calvary. And then this truck, it's a mobile truck, so house.
What do they ram this for you? I'll take the gun.
Unpaid. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got that checkpoint right over there. I'll let you have fun. When you get into a fight or so, I'll go ahead and turn on the couch.
Turn on the couch? Yeah. Okay. I gotta hear this. Nice jump, Chief.
Don't worry, it's not on just yet. It's just coming from the center couch.
Yeah, let's grab off the clip.
This is a bad idea!
Sorry. Sorry about you.
Stick a hand out! See how many fingers you got! We can go!
That's it?
Oh, you will leave get fired every time I see you!
Let me go back to where the fighting goes. You need to kill those guys too.
Oh, okay, got it. I was like, it's checkpoint done.
Ghost approach! Any vehicles incoming?
So that's with it on, and this is with it off.
Like it. So that's what you guys do here? Okay. I thought it was just like sectional plug and play, but it's the speaker.
Yeah, that's what makes this kind of unique. Like, instead of it just being a soundboard, we are built to last in terms of our quality that it takes out, but it's also designed to evolve.
Lifetime warranty?
Yeah, lifetime warranty. Our product, you have a 3-year warranty on your covers, back of the equipment, and you have warranties on the stuff next to the wall.
Hope you don't expect to walk out of here alive.
And then turn that off.
I was like, those are all strong. That's what everybody wants to
Here
do.
he goes, swift
Lifetime
and shallow.
warranty. Oh, I don't like it. Okay, return.
And there's no additional cost for warranty. It comes with it.
Target sighted and engaged.
right now, and I'll be turning it on and off.
So, is your mom called Matriarchs?
Oh, like with the couch turning on and...
Yeah, usually it has a different fill too. So whether it's standard, soft, and down blend. So you have again. So you have different fill in each seat. You have our standard, which is right here. Our love soft, which is in the middle, and our down blend is in the back.
Oh, is that just like the stuffing is different?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So standard is more firm, love soft is our softest, and our down blend is confident. More than welcome to jump in, if you're comfortable. And then we have the subwoofer at the bottom.
Since they got here.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Is that something that like, that's like something that you guys build into these sofas? If you pay extra for them, or like...
Installed. So it's designed to evolve in a way that you don't need to buy it right off the bat. You can start off with just this. And then if you want stealth tech, you would just install it. Like you can take it on or off. So like this is a side, like this piece, with speakers built into it.
Oh, okay.
And it's just a cover over it.
It's a jump off point.
So you can like move it around, you can like change it into any of these orientations at any point.
So like on that wall over there, it says one seat, one side equals so 2 and 4, there you go, 4 and 5. I call them limited possibilities because you can do a lot with just one.
That tunnel. The vanish was
Especially if you get tired, all of our covers are removable, changeable, and washable. So like at any point you get tired of looking at Beechwood or Chanel, you can put on these. If you get tired of looking at that, you can switch it up however.
Forerunner alloy is almost indestructible. What do you think they...
Get in here. Don't be shy. I just want to make sure I got some footage.
This is it on.
Get in there, Bill. Appreciate it. You know what you're doing.
I guess we need to deal with that lighting laser.
You guys right here?
We have...
And these guys. Looks like the...
we're doing a giveaway as well. Giveaway? Yeah, so we take a picture, tag love stack, and hashtag is on the banner itself. Gives you a shout.
Point lead for United. Unfortunately, Royal 2 was sniped. Gonna allow Sentinels to start to chip away at that lead. He's got Heat Wave as well, so we saw how Frosty was able to fare with this combination. How will Royal 2 be able to impact this game? The man is a shot hitter. Doesn't matter the gun, doesn't matter the situation, he's gonna hit his shots. And Royal 2 takes down Rhino, but loses the Heat Wave and the sniper rifle. Frosty knows the goodies are back there, and he picked them up. So far, so good for Sentinels right there. But in the meantime, as Frosty picks up those weapons, the map flips. B gets converted. A's in the middle of being converted, and Sentinels are going to have to break a setup of United. So although you got the weapons, the positioning will favor.
The body shots are, in a lot of instances, just as important as headshots. They just do damage. They stall the other team from pushing and kind of mess up spawn times for in a lot of situations. Frosty doing everything right, getting out of harm's way with those power weapons and rotating at the perfect time.
He's got a difficult angle to try and take down Ryan. It's going to be forced to try and land a Heat Wave or a no-scope. Can't do either. And Ryan did with a massive push on the bridge there. Overextends, leads the charge. The entry frag on the Frosty now continues on the lethal. And Ryan breaks the setup of Sentinels wide open.
B gets converted in the favor of E United. C under some duress though, as that return does get opportunity to keep putting points on the board for E United. Now let's see if Rhino can do something with the blank stick.
Perfect flank, finds the easy kill, pulls out the snipe. I love this route by Ryan, just containing all of Sentinels. They're forced to fall back in the house. And right now, everybody on E United just strategically playing this map so well to keep their team in it. And a beautiful nade will help. Let's see if Ryan Duke can turn that into more.
Lethal takes down Ryan with a nice grenade. 2 members fall for Sentinels though. A snipe down, not able to stay alive with those weapons. Back and forth, the fight for this tower is so important right now. But as we're talking about all this, United is just continuing to stretch the gap.
The timings are all favoring United in these scrappy fights, and that was beautifully done by them. They're waiting on Overshield as well. So although they give up B, we've seen this before, they will give up B for an opportunity in an Overshield to break the setup and potentially push a trip cap. Snipe down with that Overshield in hand. Chooses to push onto A. There's a player hiding right behind him. He checks. Here they come.
Playing is like perfectly right now, Clutch. And
Great job out of E United as they stay alive in this series and win game number 3 of textbook execution of live fire strongholds. You can't play much better than that.
No, you can't. Strategically, you really can't. They made the most out of some of the spawns, some of the rotations. They just get information and they out-rotate you so well. It wasn't a massive overswing that gave them that Game 3 win, but Basil, Ryan who stays in the series a little bit longer. This all of a sudden becomes more interesting, and payback may be what's on the menu tonight because, like we said, Sentinels, they reverse sweep D United in the elimination bracket semifinals of Orlando. Even though Sentinels looked so strong in those first 2 games, E United had that same opportunity to create that same feeling they gave to Rain and those members on E United in Orlando that weekend.
And E United, although they went up 2-0 clutch, game 1 was a 4-3 win. Game 2 was 50-46. They edged out those games, but the game that E United wins,
that was not close.
It was not close at all.
A phenomenal job, and it really wasn't even a ton of power weapon control, right? The overshields, they were dominated by E United, I'll give you that. But Snipe, Heatwave, it was in the hands. Frosty, Snakebite, everybody had an opportunity with it, but they continuously gave them up. They weren't able to continuously go on sprees like we saw Snakebite go on Street Slayer in game 2. E United shut the game number 4 recharge cap, King of the Hill. This is an opportunity. E United has never lost in their pools. Will they keep that streak alive? It's first to 4 caps, but the way E United play this one, it never goes that far. It's more than likely going down the time. Let's get into the match. Let's see if we can find ourselves in a game 5 to end the night. Suspector's the point of view to watch, and making his way to control the battle for camo, shock rifle. It's been lost. Sentinels get the slays.
3 down early for E United. Last members Ryan who gets spotted by Royal 2, so 4 fresh dead for E United, and Frosty, the shock rifle.
A perfect start for Sentinels. They want to get off to an early lead because when E United dictate King of the Hill, it typically only goes a couple of the hills. They typically strangle you with time, and the wind conditions start to diminish. So it would be massive if Sentinels can capture this first hill. They've got a nice chunk. They've got control of the map. More importantly, that shock rifle is in Frosty's hands. Let's see if he can make a play.
Brandon gets taken down and controlled. 2 members down for each side. Frosty gonna run into a couple on long haul, hits a body and chooses to back down. He does have some support here in control, trying to bait the members of E United into a fight that he knows he can win.
Yeah. Seconds remaining for E United's full play. Dreams of coming in first, and they're not going to get there. Faithful Sentinels are playing this one so perfectly.
46 kills for Royal 2 and Frosty. God, they've got a stacked roster, and Sentinels is playing fantastic right now. The King of the Hill recharge. Rain gets the kill. And there you go. There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Gaming was going to have some competition this weekend. I think Sentinels won an opportunity. That's that 3rd ring of theirs.
What a series out of Sentinels. What a game. An exclamation point. And potentially a foreshadow of how this weekend is going to be for Sentinels. Usually they come out of the gates a little bit slower, but right now, in the biggest event, at the biggest stage, they're playing hot.
A phenomenal series to kick this World Championship off. The job not done yet. They will advance first in their pool. They'll look forward to Saturday as bracket play starts. And more importantly, they know Optic Gaming, FaZe, Cloud9 all stand in their way of a 3rd championship.
A bizarre
RCTF Game 3, they squeak a last-second flag cap into overtime. You get into overtime, maybe make some plays. They get into a Game 4. All of a sudden, Game 4 is pretty interesting. They make some plays. But their KD ratios from Games 3, 4, and 5, I mean, yes, they're the games they won. Native Red dominated the second half of that series, especially that Game 5. It was an absolute blowout. But you got to think about Cloud9 and how after that series, after being up 2-0, those guys were like, did we let you catch a little bit? And they're probably like, yeah, we did. I'm pretty sure if we play them again, Cloud9's going to be confident. I expect them to be confident going into the series, and this could be an example maybe to up the game.
Well, it's the World Championships. Anything can happen, and things have been happening on the side of Native Red Cloud9. They have their work out, but both these teams want to stay alive in this tournament.
Don't forget the Super Cast. That's right, don't forget September 12th. But now Bounce are going to put the pressure on the player inside the red room. He's able to stop him right in his tracks. It's going to be Talon if he goes down. And this was a very positive start for Cloud9 out of the gate here to be able to establish control of the Arcade Hill. And Native Red are just looking for some answers, any solutions that they possibly can have here. Soul Snipe's going to get tucked away and has to back out of this one. Trunk's going to get hit with that stalker. And this damage that Bound is putting forward, Dave, is so important because it's going to prevent them from being able to make these meetings, create that opening for his team to start to pounce on the weakened targets. But if Talik's slaying, it's scary.
Such a great prediction shot there from Manny, understanding that someone's going to push down those stairs soon. Also, distributes the use of weapons. Doesn't decide that he needs to have Bulldog and a Stalk Rifle. Instead, his teammate is now over at A Tower with Stalk Rifle, while he's in the close range scenario with that Bulldog in the hill.
Soul Snipe's going to be so low there. Going to clean up from Talix. Maybe brings this one back. 3 players down for Cloud9. So close, no one there to challenge. And we're right back in this tie game 2-2.
And it looks like Cloud9 are stepping Tram, but not very comfortable as the push is coming in. You see Penguin trying to fight off from all fronts. Players come from Commando, players come from stairs, and he's just waiting this one out. He realizes that they're not going to comfortably set up in this bomb center hill until he can clear his back.
Eco gets himself another rocket. Cloud9, another objective.
Oh.
Unfortunately for him, that doesn't work out quite the way he would have wanted there, but thankfully Penguin's there for the cover-up. Talik going in for the challenge, but the Stalker Rifle's going to hit him like a hammer. He has to back away, though, Talik, and he gets cleaned up by Stellar. Penguin, though, the help from C9 is absurd. Just when you think you have someone backs against the wall, someone else from C9 swings right in to pick up that kill.
And look at how much these teams and players are going to vie for Slays first before jumping this hill. Now that Cloud9 has the numbers advantage, they're going to hop on in, and they know there's only one player left. There's 2 strategies you can go for here. You can jump somebody in the hill and send the other one flanking out, or you can both hop in the hill and double team wherever they're
Side, and he manages to get at least one star. Tie it up at the critical last moment.
2 players, no shield, just dancing on those pillars, barely stay alive, and Native Red bring this to a tying hill. It all comes down to Tram here in overtime. 2 minutes back on the clock. Let's see who takes this.
Oh, doggy. I like what I'm seeing here from Native Red. Talik with the dog is going to bark his way to a kill there on the Eco. We got a body inside of it. Making some decent progress, but Cloud9's going to be tucked in the back of the base now, looking for an opening, and I'm trying to see the forward players here. Guys like Manny, they're going to look to try and cause some disruption. Once Cloud9 gets inside of the courtyard, he's going to be a real difference maker here, and he's able to get a kill, which is massive for them, but does get pressured by Bound.
Native Red have everything going for them right now. They have the numbers advantage. They have the position in the Tram. They have rockets coming up and nearby them. So right here, this is going to be crucial. They don't want to give up this lead that they've secured thus far. And Cloud9 finally break through and have control of Tram.
So Cloud9 are through. They also have the rockets again. Surprise, surprise. Bound only has 1 left in the chamber, though. Still, lots of progress. And very weird situation to see Cloud9 in, because if they were to get outslayed inside of Tram, that could potentially spell doom and disaster here in Game 1 for C9. But Bound's able to secure that kill. 2 players are going to be located down low as well, as they look to get inside of Commando and force the attention here, but Eco is going to struggle outside.
He was trying to take that flank route to the dumpster and get support over on Commando side. But these crucial 1v1s are all being won by Native Red. This next setup can absolutely win them the game.
But they have 2 players pushing inside of the Commando. Talik's got to be a god here. He thrusts around the corner. Penguin goes in for the challenge again, and Penguin's able to win the battle. Eco's inside of the back of Tram, gets that player, that's one shot, and it's down to Truck in the forward position to look to cause some problems. Manny in the overlook as well, but no one for C9's in the hill quite yet.
No one in the hill quite yet, but the kills are what's most important because every single kill that Cloud9 acquires here is going to force members of Native Red to spawn over at Cafe or PD. They have to charge across the entire map.
One shot for Native Red to break this setup. They have to kill Eco here, and he's in a beautiful position around the flank. Removes Taulik from the equation, and they can't get there in time. And Cloud9, after a brilliant game one, managed to get that first win. The afternoon for Native Red. How many times are you going to get so close, yet be so far away?
Those ones are the heartbreakers. It is so tough. I would honestly rather lose a hill game like 4-1, 4-2.
Yeah,
Have their pocket. Manny could potentially get a pick here and allow their team to have an opportunity to have that numbers advantage.
It's not quite a sniper rifle, but it could get the job done. As Manny plays around the corner. Penguins waiting this one out, and you can hear a pin drop here in Seattle besides my loud voice. That's the pressure.
You can also hear Golden Boy stomping around here in Seattle.
That's very true. Very loud. I'm sorry, everyone.
GB ahead of the stage. Yeah, here I'm coming.
Can't help it. Even the NMDs can't help it. But look at this. To a snail crawl. Because they know what's on the line here. A chance at glory. A chance to become a Halo World Champion. Only a few have managed to achieve such a lofty goal.
Some people have managed it multiple times, GB. We won't go to that right now.
It's very true. It's very true. You're one of them. I'll give you your flowers.
Thank you.
No problem, buddy. I care about you. But no action yet. 1:45 on the clock. This is intense.
Everyone's eyes is somewhere in the vicinity near their west, but not directly on it. They know that Native Red aren't just going to jump right onto it. So they're trying to see who's poking out, who's trying to get eyesight on it. But now we're actually starting to get into a time frame where if another 30 to 45 seconds pass, Cloud9 really can play out the clock. They can try to hide and not have all 4 members die.
Stellar's at the flag ramp, Eco at the mid ramp. Looking for the pincer in case they push this way. Call-outs are being made. Stellar has some vision. That was going to be his ping to the left of Eco, as you can see on the screen. 1 minute remains on the clock, and everyone in Seattle, as I turn around and look, just glued to the screen. And everyone also now apparently turns to look at me as well. That's a little awkward. I apologize.
These players, there's the OS.
Here we go.
Goodbye, Joe. Hello, Cloud9 up 2-0. That is the strong start that Cloud9 needs to roll into the series and potentially roll into the grand final.
If you blinked, you might have missed it. C9 just needed one frag and they were able to get it. The truck was left out there by Lonesome with no real options. And C9 go up 2-0.
On the map.
Another camo grab, another power up for Cloud9. Name a more iconic duo at this point, because it feels like Native Red just have not been able to get themselves any of those coveted power items on the map time and time again. And with that camo out, it's just going to put Native Red in a real particular position to have to locate and take out that individual. So they can't really move around the map freely because you never know if you're going to get popped up from behind and just get wiped out.
Yeah, and just look at the distribution across the map here from Cloud9. Just position themselves perfectly, making Native Red be able to clear out so many different corners of the map before they can push on over. And that's 3 down for Cloud9. There was also 3 down temporarily for Native Red. So look at that harpoon setting up for Penguin to knock it down. And Eco's just going to try and hold down these pipes.
Oh man, Eco ended up getting blown up there, but a lot of work was done in order to slow that one down. The ball's still going to be available. Right toward the batteries. As Bounce sneaks around the corner. Only 10 points remaining here for Cloud9. Big BR battle with Soul Snipe is going to be able to come out on top. Certainly not unscathed though. And there goes the ball grab by Manny.
All 4 down for Cloud9. This is a chance for Native Red to fan out across the map.
It's going to be another camouflage grab for Cloud9. Only 5 points remaining before they lock away this first round. Double kill there, taking out 2 players from Native Red. Don't matter. Cloud9 put the first point on the board. And now Native Red backs against the wall.
Yeah, and Stellar's over there in the elevator at the end saying, hey, does this one go to the lobby? He's like, no, this one actually takes us straight to the grand finals. One more win, and Cloud9 are going to see themselves in another grand finals like they've done every single LAN event this year.
What a run this C9 team has had. Legendary to say. Off camera. Here comes Struck. Has no other choice but to drop down because he was going to be so weak. And this is it. 5 points remaining. He's going to go for the rotation. Cloud9 right there. The intelligence from Cloud9. And it's their destiny. It's their destiny to go to the grand finals here at the World Championship. And they get another opportunity at Optic Gaming. And for two of those players, an opportunity to become a two-time Halo World Champion. But they have ran through the entire elimination bracket in one legendary run.
Applause all around there for Native Red. They played their hearts out this tournament. One of the many big upsets that we saw coming out from that roster. I mean, just falling short, it has to at some point. That's the nature of the competition, GB.
That's right.
He's making grand finals after grand finals after grand finals. I say all the time, patience, not just a virtue, it is a weapon that Cloud9...
That trophy, that prize pool. That's a lot of money on the line. That's a lot of pride also for these guys to be taking away with them, especially heading into year 2. But what a season it will be, Clutch. To go through so much, it has been so...
to this moment. Halo fans all around the world, are you ready to get the most prestigious championship in esports started? Coming to the stage first, looking to fly high and put their final opponent to sleep. Make some noise for Cloud9! Coming out, we got Eco! Coming up next, the rookie of the year, looking to have an historic season. We got Bound! The man who is always there for his teammates and full of passion. We got Replay! And looking for his second champion with his championship is dual Eco. We got Stellar! Cloud9 first world championship. We got Trippy! A man has who has been underrated but now undeniable. Make some love for one of the greatest faces in Halo, APG! You got your Super Slayer and League MVP. Give it up for Lucid! And the FPS guy looking to earn another world championship, but this time in the title closer. It's a Sunday night in Seattle, my friends, and you know what that means. It's grand finals time here. It's Optic versus C9. Let's crown a champion.
Here we go, baby. Trippy and Stellar on your screen. Both of them fighting here now for a world championship. It's a best of 7, and game number 1 is underway. It's Canada CTF, and both of these teams are undefeated in this game target this weekend so far.
I mean, what a way to set up the EP. That man's name is Lucid. Dancing around at the moment, but he's going to be taken to the death screen there after a nice beatdown that comes in from Bound to give a couple of numbers here to C9. Trippy, the only player alive here for Optic. And once again, you can see he's got decisions to make. Eco's going for that overshield, and I think he's going to get it as well. C9 actually play the overshield.
Something to say about that. They're looking to secure the game-tying flag.
He's got the assistance to run this one in as well. On the game clock, Optic Gaming tied this one up at 2-2. There's life in the green wall here in game number 1.
Look at APG's numbers. He's 18, 14, and 12. Those are world championship numbers. The man is looking to strike. Overshield still down bottom middle.
Full commitment there from Trippy to make sure that C9 did not get that overshield. Gave his life up for it. Made sure that it was even shields across the board. See exactly why.
Wow, I mean, we talk about a great game 1 here to the grand finals of the Halo World Championship. These teams so evenly matched here. Stride for stride. They will each put 2 flags on the board, and now we are into a 5-minute overtime.
First kill will go to Lucid. The restart of these overtimes is usually where it was. And Trippy, it's a clear run home. Optic game. In overtime.
Talk about the perfect timing push. Complete power of dominance from Cloud9 all game in that first 12 minutes of regulation. However, Optic Gaming, they learn from that regulation period. They come into overtime, they win the opening battle and the overshield, and they essentially win the game off the back of those. Here, he leads this team in KD in this tournament. It's been an unbelievable performance, a triple kill late game with incredible rocket discipline as well. They now lead 44-37.
Bound is applying so much pressure here to Optic, but maybe that was a little bit too much in that situation. 16 and 10 in this game number 2 is Bound, but that death has opened the door now for Optic. It's a 5-kill game.
And keep in mind, with what we've seen this series, and especially this game has been back and forth. We have seen several lead changes. Penguin somehow stays alive and might even get away with a kill here. He's surrounded by players on Optic.
I'm pretty sure that all of Optic are one-shot here. Penguin's got a challenge, but there's multiple players inside a trap weak. Cloud9 have the in a game number 2 in a World Championship final. But Optic, we've seen them already pull off an incredible Slayer comeback. And they have the rockets to play with as well. Look at the information gathered here by Trippy. He finds one. This game's getting closer. There's Bound again. Trippy, there's a trade from Bound. It's 1 to go here for C9.
What a response from Cloud9. In the end, punching up after back-to-back lead changes in a wild streak. Slayer Bound goes 20 and 12 in a grand finals game 2.
This man loves the main stage. He's looking at home up there at the moment and C9.
The double kill, just brilliant movement, brilliant timing from Bound.
The man is a movement magician, and with that play and with C9 picking up the kills they required, it's 1-1 now, but Optic have rotated to this next hill. The Gary, but there's an opening pierced by a sniper rifle bullet.
And you were wondering maybe if this is a different C9 than Orlando. I think C9 has already told us that they're a very different team here. All 4 dead for Optic Gaming.
What a break that is from one bullet, a golden bullet. Fired by Stella to get that headshot. Now attention not only turns to the hill and the break for Optic, they've got to think about that overshield as well.
First kill does go to Optic. They do have the damage in the break, but we'll see if they can convert here to even more points on the board. Uh-oh.
Sniper rifle, BR, it doesn't matter. Stella just looks absolutely locked into this series. Formal's going to be challenging. Formal can't get the stick. Stella will take him down. It should be an OS now going once again to Cloud9. Lucid picks up 1, but it's not enough pressure to keep Stella off the OS.
Optic is not being as efficient in the 4 dead category as we have seen them in the past.
And Eco now looking to take Lucid down. My word, that thing melts. It's 2-1 now to Cloud9. They roar back in the game, and Optic have to watch him rotate to the next hill from the death screen.
2 dead here still, off of the break there. And Cloud9 is looking like they are starting to gain steam. Overshield popping in 8 seconds as well.
Scary thing here for Optic as well is the Bound is making a brilliant decision here. Pressurizing these players at the back of green, create space for Eco to pick up this overshield. If you get the overshield now...
Yo, Nest bridge, one shot, C-box, APG. Can I hit him? That guy Nest again? Nest. APG's like pillars or something. Watch him get close to C-box. Watch him. I thought it was on you. Spot on you then. Elbow weak. Toes weak. He's got big toes, one shot. Me door, bottom tower weak. Shot top tower. Going top tower, going top tower. There's a lot of them.
He's power box weak, power box blinking, getting shows back. He's going to cut, he's going down to cut.
One shot bottom mid, one shot bot pillars. One shot in hell, one shot elbow, one shot elbow. Make a play together here, make a play together. Okay, guys.
Kills weak.
One shot, keep looking.
Yep. Getting it out.
They're gonna be towered. I'm gonna go green one.
I've gone behind you, Ben.
Actually, I'm gonna go to red.
Come with me, it's close.
Two down the door. There you go, re-red. Go down me.
APG.
One shot down the door.
His ability to move from step 1 to step 3 is complete. Here's the Cloud9, they're up 2-1 in the series, and that was a scary looking performance.
Scary indeed, and maybe the scariest thing is Bound went 21-10. Wow, in that game against Optic Gaming, absolutely unbelievable. That puts him at positive 19 across the last 2 games alone.
This man wants a world championship. I'm sure that Stella and Eco have mentioned him before.
We're down 36 slaves to 23, and they are now what a win.
We've got a series on our hands, and if you were thinking maybe this is going to be done in 7 games, I've got some news for you. 3-1 to Cloud9. If they win this next game, we reset the bracket.
The question was, what Cloud9 would we get here in Seattle?
He's on the going fire. Full point fire. Keyword.
Okay, sometime. APG, break.
Come on.
Oh, they have shots.
Play for shot.
I'm dead.
John, you're blocked out. Nice. One shot.
Yeah, he waved us down. Okay,
Camo, 20 seconds.
Top yellow window, formal.
Out the comms and into the gunfire. It's 36 to 30 now. C9 up by 6. Every kill is massive at this point, and with Stella putting APG into the death screen, that lead has extended once more.
7-kill lead now. Look at Stellar's 12 and 7 here with a thrust in hand, and now starting to run away. This is the home stretch, and C9, you could say, has never looked better.
Camo up as well. Stella challenges. Penguin's there as well. It is just a unit working almost as one mind, as Stella would say. Every challenge, there's help. Every push, the assistance is there, but Formal shut down the Camo. The Camo is burnt and out of commission.
Optic Gaming wants to stay alive in this first grand final. They need to step it up, and they need to step it up right now. They're down by 9.
But the pressure just keeps coming.
Go for Cloud9, make it 1.
1 kill to go. Eco's managed to find where the spawns are coming in as well. All of Optic just trapped inside of this closet at the moment. Cloud9 are just going to get a trade. 1 push is all they need. Stella's going to go in first. Big damage. Doesn't take damage himself. The defensive nade now come in. But Optic are not going to be able to do it. C9 reset the bracket here in Seattle.
Wow. C9 fans in the building. Happy to see that. That's a big almost out for Optic Gaming. Are they ready here in this second best of 7 after losing 4 games straight? Can they bounce back and bring it to Cloud9? Here we are, your second best of 7 at the Halo World Championship.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Whoever wins this best of 7 will get their hands on that World Championship trophy. We're starting off from the point of view of Formal. This man is going to have responsibility on his shoulders to mentor those players on his squad through these tough times. A win here for Optic, and all of a sudden, things change once more.
We talked about Trippy here. Man on your screen with the camo needs to convert here alongside Lucid and put up the big numbers that we see from them. But it's going to be 3 dead on the side of Optic Gaming.
Repulsor here for Lucid. Doesn't matter. Push off coming in from Penguin. That'll be enough to take down Lucid. Stella has the on-ball immediately back towards Pipe, and look at this. 22
left. This could be the final hole.
Optic have the ball in their hands. The push has to come in down from Cloud9, and I don't think they're going to be able to get vision onto Trippy. Optic take the first. They got seconds.
80 to 20 there, and somehow they win that first round. Maybe that's the momentum. Maybe that's the spark that Optic Gaming needed as they head into our second round of ball. A 9-100. Cloud9 will tie the game, and we will go into a sudden death round number 3 to decide game 1.
Round number 1 was a crazy comeback from Optic. This time it's C9 who make that comeback themselves. We're straight back into the action though. Cloud9 looking about to maybe get some entry damage here for them. 2 players weak from Optic, but none of them being able to be taken. Will go up by 1 in this series. Only 5 seconds or so left for Optic to close out this final round. 1 shot from Lucid, and it will be the game. Optic on the back. Lightning shot in the second 7 with the reward.
Who did we say had
and Optic only need 1.
We said they needed to step up in the Slayers, and they did just that.
For Cloud9, if they don't win this fight, it will be game over. 3-0 the series lead for Optic. But Stella gets a pick. Formal has work to do. He's being chased down by numerous members here from Cloud9. Somehow he's still alive. But at the last second, C9 inside. APG sends him out though. Can they get the conversion? It's APG in a 1v1 for the ages. Stella's there as well. And it looks like Cloud9 have managed to momentarily get scoring on their hands.
But here we go now, BC, look at this. That's going to be it. C will get converted the last second now. Optic will continue scoring, and they will finish the game.
Absolute carnage in front of our tower. From chaos comes a win for Optic Gaming. The series stands at 3-0. They are 1 game away from claiming the Halo World Championship trophy.
Once again, it's a huge late game run for Optic Gaming, and you can almost see it in next 4 games if they want to steal the Halo World Championship from Optic Gaming, and right now that looks like an impossible task.
3 dead for Optic off the rip though. This is a game type where Cloud9 have had some success in the past. Optic also, of course, won the North American Super on this game time with that crazy last-minute end. NPG trying to survive. Penguin threads the needle with the rockets though. Power weapons in the hand of C9. I think that's just going to calm things down for them a little bit here.
Oh boy, and speaking of wanting to calm things down, not so fast as Optic Gaming. They just caused absolute carnage there on the rail, so very few points on the board early on for the side of Cloud9. We're going to get this go on front C, no doubt. 7 seconds left.
7 seconds left. And they score. 3, 2, this game.
APG's headset was off. The game isn't over yet. There's no way. Somehow Cloud9, now we can say it.
out his goal. You gotta go, trophy, different game. But you came back home and you got one for Halo. What does this mean for you?
I mean, these last couple of years have been pretty tough in Call of Duty, so I don't know, this was just like a dream come true. I'm just really proud of us, and I'm thankful as hell for you guys, and happy to take it home.
Nice. Now hand the mic on over to Coach Lunchbox in the back real quick, and take the trophy from the GOAT over here on the end. Now, Coach, what was this series like? You guys went to a reset, but you came back and battled back. What was the turnaround going into that second set for your forearm like that?
Yeah, obviously they came out hot that first series. They handed it to us a little bit, but that shows why these guys are the best team in the game for the last 6 months.
What a series indeed. APG! APG, we've been watching your career for so many years. You have been a staple throughout Halo, and I know this World Championship is hitting you right to the heart. Talk to me about your journey and what this one right here means for you.
Bro, I honestly, this doesn't feel real. I tried to like, my girlfriend, my family. Thank you. I just want to say thank you to all of our families that came out to support us, all of our girlfriends, everybody. I'm really happy that our families got to see the Green Wall crowd and pull for us. So thank you guys. Thank you guys seriously.
Yeah! Now, the man in the back who helped put a lot of this together, anything you want to say to the Green Wall fans out there who supported this team?
Thank you for supporting these boys throughout this journey. Obviously, like this man coming out from Call of Duty and doing what he did. The Green Wall has never been as loud as it was today, so I appreciate you guys all for that. This one, that's all of them, all for you.
One more time, give it up for the Green Wall! There we got world champions!
Optic Gaming. Well, split second and things.
Congratulations are in order for Optic Gaming. You're Halo World Champions. What a performance out of every single member on this team. We felt the emotion on the main stage. Take a look at the replay, the reaction, a little bit of confusion at the end.
Yusuf realised he points, he's like, wait, no, guys.